course.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So I got interested when I saw your yesterday's post. I think 2 days back you messaged, women doesn't need anything. They just want you to be there. They don't need your solution. They know all those. So
Yeah.
I felt like that is really something good.
Good, 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 good.
Hi, Pankaj.
Hi, Pankaj. Yeah. Good, 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 good. How about you, Om? Can you introduce yourself and a little bit about?
Yeah, I've been married for 10 years now. Nothing. I just like Srini. I was also curious to know.
Okay.
It's always, I believe, like happy wife, happy life. So
Okay,
it's
that's
always
very
good
good.
to good to have additional insights.
That's a good mantra. Yeah. Hi, Pankaj. Are you there? Not sure whether. Okay. Yeah. Okay, I
Okay,
think.
no problem.
Let
So
me
other
see.
thing, Krishnan, there is
Yeah.
always something we can learn every day. So
Yeah, that's right.
that's why I am here to learn new things.
Good, 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 good. Yeah. How many of you frustrated with 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 their wife at times? I'm not saying all the times. At times, it's like it's hard to understand women, right?
Yeah.
Are they from different planet or different species? Like, why can't they be simple and not to be so complex? Right? Yeah. I recently found a book in library which says like understanding women. Are you guys able to see my screen?
Yes.
This is how the book looks. This is just part one. So I just sort of digesting few things and then share what I learned along the way. Let's keep going. Sounds good? Yeah. Okay. Are you guys able to see the slide screen?
Yes, Krishnan.
Yeah, yeah. So let's try to make it as much interactive as possible. It's a judgment-free zone. So we are not going to judge each other. So please feel free to open up if you want to say something, if you need something, so we can get help from each other, learn from each other. It's not just me talking, it's going to be learning from each other's experience as well. Okay. Let me tell a little bit about myself. My name is Krishnan Govindan, and you guys might be wondering, like, who's this guy? Why should I listen to him? I'm a neuro-linguistic programming certified coach. Neuro-linguistic is used to rewire your brain and change your behavior. It's like rewiring your nervous system and using some uh, programming. It's like computer programming for brain. That's an interesting thing. You guys are going to learn a little bit about it a little later. And I'm working on my International Coaching Federation accreditation, and I'm an emotional intelligence coach. And I attended a lot of Tony Robbins seminar. I learned a lot from him to build a better version of me. I'm a digital nomad. I've been living in Airbnb for last maybe like 2.5 years. And I rebuilt my life post divorce and couple of breakups, and I'm an entrepreneur. And this is my life right now, happily divorced, traveling the world. I traveled to 10 plus countries. This is the happiest time of my life and enjoying more. Sometimes I feel like I I learned something. I was curious about what's going on with the marriages, why it's so complex, why the women are so complex. That made me curious about what's going on in this world. How can we understand women's world better to make the marriage more happy or sustainable. So that's what made me curious about all these things. And so I just started learning all these things. And I'm the founder of India Therapist. And this little bit about me. How many of you believe that it's hard to change women, or it's really hard to change the marriage after some time? It's like, okay, let me live as it is. It's hard to change few things. Whether you believe it or not, you're always right. You can change things anytime, but it requires a lot of effort. later in the life than the beginning. Beginning, it's easy to adapt and do lot more things easy and faster. Okay. So this is the quote from Einstein. Some men spend lifetime attempting to understand complexity of the men. The other men focus on something like complex theories, but it's very simple for them compared to women. That's what. So what women want from men? The best thing women can men can give to women is undivided attention. That's the curious. That's the only thing they need. They don't want anything else. The attention, full attention, be present, and give me all your attention. Stop talking and start listening. Listen to me and understand me. I am going through some pain. Women went out. That's the only way they can went out. They talk it out. That's the only way they went out. Things. There's no other way. They are not uh, really blaming you, but they just want to vent out. That's the way they release their stress. Men, they don't talk. They try to solve the problem. They just directly go and solve the problem. But women talk. That's a talk about their problems. That's the way they release stress and connect with other people. The other thing is stop giving unsolicited advice to women. Don't give advice. Don't give advice to women. They are not looking for a solution. Just listen, make them feel understood. That's the ultimate thing. They are not looking for anything else. Men always solution focused. So men's brain always find like, okay, how can I solve this? You no need to solve. Get out of your head. Just be present and listen to them and understand what they are saying, what they are feeling. That's it. When they keep talking, and you can literally say like, tell me more. What else? Ask those questions so they really talk about what's it all about. There could be like they might be fighting for a small thing. It's like keeping the plate in the sink or whatever. There could be a simple reason, but there could be a huge fight. If you ask what else, tell me more, they will go deep down and say like, there could have been something happened a couple of weeks ago that triggered them along the way to burst out now. So ask these questions, keep asking like, tell me more, what else? So you know what's really going on underneath, what triggered them, and why they are burst out now. Srini, does it make sense? Any questions?
Yeah. This looks like real. I did not know earlier that listening and also things like tell me more.
Yeah. This is one of the things that might this will be a game changer. You don't need to say anything. Advice, tell me more. What else? What else? They will keep talking more, and then you know what's they need to just vent out. They might not openly talk about some things. It requires take some time to trust you. When they really fight, you stand there and listen. That's what they want. If you just go out, they don't trust. That breaks their trust that I'm going through pain, you are not here for me. If you stand with them when they fight, maybe like 10, 15 times, they might feel like they are secure. You're not going to leave her. Irrespective of whatever happens, you're going to stand for her and understand her, listen to her. Once she gets that confidence, she won't feel that insecure and she will start trusting you more and she might open up more. That's the ultimate thing.
Okay.
And I'm going to walk through some of the things so you understand what are the few things that drives the relationship. This is like one of them is like 5 love languages, love language. That's the way you express love. You understand love as well as they understand love. This like five things. One is like, let's start with physical touch. They feel love only if you touch them. Or receiving gifts. You should receive the gifts. That's when they will feel love. Whatever you do, they won't feel love. And the
Mhm.
acts of service, just do some small things like making a coffee for them or doing loading the dishwasher or playing with the kids, something which
Mhm.
gets them free. Just do some small things. And the quality time, it's like you don't need to do anything, just sit with me.
Mhm.
Spend time with me, relax. No need to do anything. Just relax, spend time with me, be with me. That's the only thing. That's how they feel loud. And the other category is like words of affirmation. You need to keep telling them, I love you, I love you. Else they won't believe.
Mhm.
They won't trust that somebody's going to believe them. It's like, yeah, else they won't feel loud. Which one do you think yours love language, Sini?
Um, I I'm not doing any of these.
Yeah, mine is at least one is the primary. One is the primary love language. Mine is physical touch.
Mhm.
When the girl touches me, that's when I feel loud.
Mhm.
Else, whatever you do, I won't feel you are loving me. That's
Mhm.
the thing. There will be one primary love language. There could be
Mhm.
something else too, but one is the major thing.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So is this only for the marriage here, or is it everywhere in the world in the current times?
It's everywhere. It's everywhere. It's everywhere in the world. This is like a nature.
Okay.
Yeah, there are some cultural impacts. I will walk you through this one.
Mhm.
So, what factors determine the love language?
Mhm.
It could be some childhood experiences. Our father might have gave her some gift, gave
Mhm.
you some gift, so you felt like that's when you felt loud.
Mhm.
Or somebody touching you, it's like okay, come on, it's like something hugging or whatever.
Mhm.
And cultural background. Sometimes in India, the hugging and other things are not that common, right?
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
so that shapes like physical touch may not be for much people.
Mhm.
And regular personality, it's like it develops over time and they develop their individuality.
Mhm.
And the other thing is like past relationship.
Mhm.
In your past relationship, somebody gifted you. It's like there could be multiple reasons, but when they gifted you, might have felt loud, fell in
Mhm.
love with that person. So that start this uh relationship dynamics. So yeah, so that could be the determining factor for your love language. One of this could have
Mhm.
shaped you. How to identify your love language?
Mhm.
Reflect on your past relationship and see when was the time I felt like so much loved, the other person loved me.
Mhm.
Or else notice you like, okay, do this for me, or it's like come touch. It's like when you want to feel loud, how do you request things from your partner? It's like,
Mhm.
okay, I'm tired, make a coffee for me. That's
Mhm.
when you feel loud, or what, how you request. Based on that, you can see, like, okay, that's my need. So when the partner does these things for me, I feel loud.
Mhm.
Yeah. So it's like you examine your feelings. How do you feel when you do any of these things, like when you receive gifts, like which is like overwhelming
Mhm.
love for you?
Mhm.
And it's the same thing. You can take a test. There's a website called fivelovelanguages.com.
Mhm. Can you
Take the test.
message in the chat?
Yeah, I will. I don't know whether I can copy. I will put it in I will give you this PPT. Is that
Okay,
okay?
sure. Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I will send it to you. So
Is it okay to share with the people this one?
I think that's fine. Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I will. Okay, yeah. My primary love language is physical touch. I took the test. I
Mhm.
know that also, but I
Mhm.
also took the test. That's my primary love language.
Mhm.
And the ultimate thing is like in the initial stages of marriage or relationship, we put a lot of effort
Mhm.
to gain trust and love from the other person.
Mhm.
If you do the same thing now, the relationship is going to keep going. Many people think like the uh,
Mhm.
marriage is the pinnacle of the loving
Mhm.
point, and then they stop putting effort.
Mhm.
Yeah, before marriage, they talk a lot. It's like talk on phone all the time and do a lot of things. After
Mhm.
that, it's like we take other person for granted.
Mhm.
That's a major thing. We think
Mhm.
like it's like okay, there's no end for we think, especially in Indian society, we think like, oh. we are going to live forever.
Mhm.
That's the assumption.
Yeah.
So we don't put effort to keep the relationship going.
Yeah.
Every
So it's like
marriage,
it's like when you are starting your job, you'll put a lot of effort to
yes,
get your the
yeah,
recognition, and then once you reach certain level, you feel comfortable.
yes,
Then
yeah,
okay, got it.
yeah. There's no fear of getting fired
Mhm.
in the marriage aspect. So
Yeah.
those are the other things. So keep constant effort and keep that freshness in the marriage.
Mhm.
Yeah, and communicate.
Mhm.
So once you identify your love language, you communicate with your partner,
Mhm.
and also ask your partner when did they felt loud. Maybe
Mhm.
one angle is like you might have looked at some way, or touched her some way, or you
Mhm.
did something to her or gifted
Mhm.
something. You ask their love language, or when
Mhm.
did they feel loud that
Mhm.
moment.
Mhm.
So you can replicate that more.
Mhm.
That some of those moments, so you can make them feel loud, as well as you also say your love. How do you feel?
Mhm.
How did you feel when the other person loved you? So that's
Mhm.
what keeps both of you and come to an understanding. So you both feel loved more.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yes, like say something or touching, gifting.
Mhm.
When you might have gone somewhere and spent time relaxing, that
Mhm.
could be the time you might have felt out, maybe in the honeymoon times or whatever,
Mhm.
right? Sitting
Yeah.
on the beach. So
Mhm.
communicate and understand those moments where you felt like so much love. Try to
Mhm.
replicate that. And this is one thing I uh, follow. It's like when someone shows you who they are, believe them the first time.
Mhm.
Like same thing, positive and negative. So
Mhm.
you can learn from the first time. It's like if they react for something which could be some past trigger, you will never know. So
Mhm.
make sure that you don't make the same mistakes again. If
Mhm.
they are so happy for when you did something for them, try to do more of it.
Mhm.
Yeah. And it's like, okay, I'll just go there. Generally, people do more to avoid pain than gaining pleasure.
Mhm.
Many people are like very in comfort zone until unless somebody is ready to leave the marriage or threatening to leave the marriage, and there's some
Correct.
positiveness or other thing comes in.
Correct. Mhm.
Yeah. Even though from this moment onwards, you could build a happy marriage, but most people are not ready to build that until unless there's some painful moment happens in their life.
Mhm.
Yeah. So be proactive
Mhm.
and yeah, take steps to gain move towards pleasure.
Mhm.
Yeah. And this is the one thing I will play this video so you can, if you have any questions, I will.
People say time heals all wounds. No, it doesn't. Choice heals all wounds because you can go through life and still have bitterness and anger. Time passed. You ain't healed yet. That's a choice.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, were you able to hear the audio?
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah. So
It
most
is a
people,
little fast. I did not understand the.
okay, yeah.
Could you repeat?
Yeah, I will play it again. Okay, 1 second. My monitor is right behind.
People say time heals all wounds. No, it doesn't. Choice heals all wounds because you can go through life and still have bitterness and anger. Time passed. You ain't healed yet. That's a choice.
Mhm. Yeah, got it. Yeah, many people think that all the problems will solve over time.
Yeah.
Unless we put
People
effort,
say
nothing will change.
Yeah, yeah. You need to make a choice, even forgive or whatever. Some moments trigger us. We think
Mhm.
like, "Yeah, I will forget after 1 week."
Mhm.
But it's a choice. You can make a choice that I'm not going to be hurt by that whatever moment that happened. It's a
Mhm.
choice. How you interpret it and what kind of meaning you give to that.
Mhm.
What can I learn from this instead of feeling hurt or offended,
Mhm.
disrespected? Yeah, you let go and move on.
Mhm.
Don't wait for time to, yeah,
people say
yeah. So this is one of the major things which might help. So though sometimes when you communicate with your it's like wife, when you call them, they might not understand. It's like you might be fighting, but when you come to house, when you look at them,
Mhm.
they might be very calm. Why is that? Because people have different mode of communication, primary mode of communication. If they are visual, you need to show them. They need to see things, else they won't understand. If you
Yeah.
see something, they won't really feel.
Mm.
Though you say, I love you 1,000 times,
Mm.
they won't feel it.
Yeah.
Because they need to see things visually and some other way. And auditory is like you need to say them. You can't show like whenever it's like when you show something they won't do, they
Mm.
won't be able to understand. And the other thing is like kinesthetic. They are mostly feeling oriented person. You need to touch them,
Mhm.
or it's like emotionally, yeah, emotional. They're very emotional, feeling oriented person.
Mm.
So if you know yours, so you and your partners, you can see. Sometimes, let's say like my colleague is going through, he and his wife are separated, and he was saying like, "Oh, my wife, when we were together, we do never fight, but
Mhm.
she went to India, and when we are on phone, that's when we
Mhm.
started fighting." And then I went through this exercise. We found he was visual.
Mm.
So I
Okay.
don't know about his wife yet, but he was visual. So you will never understand. It's like you will never understand things until unless he sees things. He
Mm.
is so calm, and when he calls his brother or somebody on a video call, he feels so good.
Mm.
When he talks on the phone, he doesn't feel good. It's
Mm.
for everybody. It's with the relationship, it plays a major role.
Yeah.
It's two different people with two different modality.
Mm.
It's really hard. So how do you understand this? So
Mm.
if a person roll up their eyes when they talk, uh,
Mhm.
more, it's like
Mhm.
one side will be for past, one side will be for visualizing the future. It's
Mhm.
like the right side. So if they are rolling their eyes at the top, they are more visual and they
Mhm.
really talk fast. I
Mm.
went there and I saw this Niagara Falls. It's like so good. And auditory people, they roll their eyes straight
Mhm.
and right.
Mhm.
They don't roll up or down.
Mm.
The one thing is that they are very choosy about the words. They're very,
Mhm.
I, it's like Kamal or something. So I will say like, okay, I went there and I saw a beautiful something. They are
Mhm.
very selective, amazing. It's like they are very choosy about words, and
Mhm.
they talk a little bit slow. And the kinesthetic people generally they feel like they are talking, but they're not talking.
Mhm.
Yeah, they just feel the emotion in their body, but they don't really
Mm.
say anything. They are like
Okay.
they look down in their eyes.
Mhm.
So it's based on that you will know. Everybody will have access to all these three modalities.
Mhm.
It could be visual, but your wife could be auditory.
Mhm.
So how do you communicate?
Mhm.
That's the thing. So if you know what's your wife's and what's yours, if we both are same, then it makes it easy. But if it's
Mhm.
different, the other person should know. You
Mhm.
should say like, if you are visual, you should ask your wife like, okay, show me. Don't say I won't understand. That's how my brain process information.
Mhm.
It's the same way with your wife.
Mhm.
So what do you think yours when you really when you talk or when you think of a moment? What comes to you mostly? You think like visual, or you hear you're
Um,
thinking on the audio?
I have never until now.
Yeah,
I never thought this much in this, but I can recall now. I had some clients.
yeah,
Sometimes I'll be only on the phone calls. They never meet me. They'll be like just text messages or phone calls occasionally.
yeah,
Uh, until I go and meet them couple of times, they are not confident. They are like the relation with
yeah.
between me and the clients. It is not solid. I have seen people
Yes,
if I don't meet them because sometimes they won't ask me to meet, so
yes,
I lose them. Whereas people who started meeting, going out, meet, they're like a solid. Like
yeah,
I have a good relation with them.
yeah. This is a good sales strategy, actually. This is what
Mm,
salespeople use.
mm,
That's why you need to have multiple things.
mm,
You don't know your client, so
mm,
you should have some visual presentation,
Mhm.
as well as you need to talk. Even when whatever you show, especially you are in real estate sales,
Yeah.
some people, it's like it might be a beautiful house, but you need to tell them. It's like, okay, this is this.
Mhm.
Based on their modality, you can understand what
Mhm.
they might need. So it's a common thing. I'm
Mm.
trying to fit in for relationship here.
Mm.
It's a neuro-linguistic programming. They
Mm.
map to people into different categories. This is
Mhm.
very scientific approach, not like uh, some something normal. So it's like they map people. It's very scientific. Based on your eye movement, you can know the other person personality. It takes
Oh.
some time, especially in the marriage. If you can map it out once, and
Mm.
hope you have the same wife for rest of your life
Mm.
or until some time, so you
Mm.
can map yours and wives, so you guys can communicate better.
So, Krishnan, are you able to recognize, suppose if I'm talking in
Yeah.
front of you, by
Mm.
looking at my eyes, are you able to tell what type of kinesthetic I
Yes,
am?
yeah. It takes some time, but yes,
Okay.
yeah. You
Mm.
might be
I never
audio.
paid attention to all these things because I never read the books. I never attended these kind of sessions. This is really useful.
Yeah, so I feel like you are more audio. You are
Mm.
very selective about the words and stuff. I feel like you are audio. Sometimes we might get into visual mode.
Mhm.
Uh, yeah, it takes a lot of practice. But
Mm.
at least we are only, if you need to map out only one person you are living with for 24 hours, it might be a little bit easy, I would say.
Okay.
Yeah, it requires conscious thing, but
Mm.
you can map it out.
Okay.
Yeah. So the women fall in love with what they hear, men fall in with love with what they see.
Mm.
That's why women wear makeup and men lie.
Oh. Okay.
That's
Okay.
the truth. Men go behind beauty, and
Mm.
women goes behind yeah, what it's like they are like more talking and expressing things.
Mm.
Yeah. And the other thing is like men's value goes up over the age, women's
Mm.
value goes down because women, their value is mostly beauty. The
Mm.
beauty wears off over time, but men's wealth and
Mm.
success goes up over time.
Okay.
Yeah. And the other thing is like we have a lot of limiting beliefs
Mm.
that everybody, your wife might sometimes you feel like, why are you thinking it's like so stupid?
Mm.
That's not true, right?
Mm. Mm.
Sometimes, or the same way with us also.
Mm.
So there are a lot of limiting beliefs.
Mm.
Humans in until 1950s, humans are believing that nobody can run a mile before 4 minutes.
Mm.
Until Roger Bannister, this guy broke that maybe like few seconds or
Mm.
fraction of a second. And then within 4 months, there were 18 more people broke that.
Mm.
It's a mindset. So if you have somebody living a happy marriage in around you, you might know like, okay, there's a possibility. When
Mm.
everybody's, all the husbands complaining about their wife, it looks like that's a normal thing.
Yeah.
There's no
Mm.
way out.
Yeah. Today also, when I shared this, people were making fun. Like, how is it possible to change in 60 minutes? I am trying for last 10 years.
Yeah. So let's see if you can share the recording, that's fine too. I am open to share the recording. Let's,
Okay.
yeah, I wanted to go Facebook Live, but maybe next time. I will
Okay.
record it a little bit, and
Mhm.
next time I will try to cut this into many small clips and post it there.
Mhm. Yeah, maybe what you can do is you can give a little bit of advance notice, and a lot of times Friday evening people are busy with things.
Yeah, yeah, yes. I just planned it in the last minute because like I tested with few of my friends yesterday.
Mhm.
In India, last a lot of people attend webinar on Saturday morning. So I
Mhm.
was targeting India. So I
Okay.
posted in the last minute.
Mhm.
But fine. Thank you so much for coming.
Yeah, welcome.
Yeah, why long distance relationship fail?
Mm.
So we are talking about the visual mode, right? If one
Mm.
person is visual or kinesthetic, other person is audio.
Mm.
So the audio calls don't work. For one person it might work. It's
Mm.
audio. The other person need to see that person or feel the touch or something.
Mm.
That's why long distance relationship fails at times. They don't even know. It looks like general thing nowadays.
Mm.
There are a lot of
Yeah.
people break up. These are the scientific reasons. They never understand.
Even not only the relationship, even like not just the spouse.
Yeah.
I'm noticing in families, friends also.
Yeah.
Once you are outside the country, if you do just phone calls, that's why many people say you should travel once every year and see the people. Otherwise, people will forget. Relations will not last long.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a general thing, actually. Whatever I'm saying, it's applicable for general audience. So I'm customizing it for marriage, so it makes things easy, at
Mhm.
least to understand the other person. Women
Mhm.
have different brain. That's a different story. At least as a person, you can map out their
Mhm.
personality. This is how they are.
Mhm.
So this is like common for women and men.
Mhm. Mhm.
Yeah. So when you're going into a relationship, go with the mindset of giving, sharing your love. Don't try to take like, okay, you give me love. It's like that's when I will make that's what makes me happy.
Mhm.
So you need to just give without expecting anything back.
Mhm.
That's the true love. Yeah. So many of you might have heard like listen to your heart.
Mhm.
What the hell is that? What the hell is that? Listen to your heart.
Mhm.
So this is what I recently found from Tony Robbins, attending Tony Robbins seminar.
Mhm.
So the heart was formed before brain when the
Mhm.
kid was in the womb.
Mhm.
So there's a company called ArtMath studied the brain and heart.
Mhm.
When the uh, when we are frustrated, the heart and brain doesn't align.
Okay.
Yeah, you can look at the waves at the top. The EKG is heart activity, the purple one is heart activity, and the EEG is like brain waves.
Mhm.
But when you breathe into your heart, put
Mhm.
your hand on your heart
Mhm.
and take a deep breath. When you breathe into your heart for a couple of minutes, heart has some intelligence. Sometimes you might have some really stressful moments, or it's hard for you to make decisions when you're
Mhm.
stressed. That time, when you breathe into your heart for a couple of minutes, the heart and brain aligns.
Mhm.
It's easy for you to find answers. That's
Mhm.
so relaxing.
Mhm.
That's the one thing. If you want, we can do that as an exercise. I can play a 5-minute Tony Robbins video.
Mhm.
Before that, you can think of a stressful moment, whatever you are dealing in your life.
Mhm.
Think of a very stressful moment. You could rate like 7 to 10,
Mhm.
which is like 7 to 10 ratings. Like it's so stressful when you think.
Mhm.
That's if you think of that kind of moment, and then when you breathe into your heart for a few minutes, and then when you ask the question, you will find the answer easily.
Mhm.
Do you have such a moment? Can you think of anything that
Uh,
could
yeah, I
be
had one few years back.
okay? Are you dealt with that, or you still
It was done. Like
okay?
one time, I just
Okay,
did a jump at one place without knowing.
okay,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah. So yeah, I think we have like okay. I can share you the video. You can practice it later. I can, if you can, we can do that now. If you want, if you have a moment, we can try to practice that. I will share you the YouTube video. If you have time at the end, we can practice that. How about
Okay.
that?
Yeah. Just share video also fine. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. The other thing is, this is one of the lessons that changed my
Mm.
perspective on life. It's like if you're not going to talk about something in the last hour of your life when you are
Mm.
in deathbed, don't keep thinking about it in the lifetime. So we are
Okay.
stressed out about. Let's say you went to a movie, the worst movie you watched. Will you go
Mhm.
back and watch the same movie again?
No.
It's the same thing, but we keep replaying the same thing, same memory, the negative memory, whatever, somebody disrespecting us or whatever, in
Mhm.
our head. Your body goes through same biochemistry. You feel the same way when somebody rejected you or disrespected you, whatever, cheated on you, betrayed you.
Mhm.
So why do you keep replaying that same story in your mind? So get over it. Don't give energy to it.
Mhm.
Just leave it, and I'm not going to focus on it. It's done. And So yeah, it's like I told you, right? My friend, he
Mm.
got separated with it, but in person no fight, but on the phone they fight because the other person, the other, yeah, he's not,
Mm.
yeah, he's in visual mode.
Mm.
Yeah, this like neuro linguistic programming. What is neuro? It's like, it's like feeling your senses, neurology, neuroscience,
Mm.
and linguistics, like how you communicate with yourself. Like with words, you can communicate and train your brain in a different way. And program, it's like you can condition. It's like, okay, when you close your eyes and do some things, command, literally command your brain to do this thing. Let's say, uh, I will give one exercise a little later.
Mhm.
Yeah, let's do that. That might be helpful.
Mhm.
So the one thing is like in relationship, generally you might feel like the other person is always late or
Mhm.
you are always late,
Mhm.
and that leads to fight because that's a personality. It's a in timer and through timer. That's even it's a in timer. They don't have sense of time. They
Mhm.
live in the present. It the kind of the time runs through their body.
Mhm.
I'm an in timer. I don't really
Mhm.
manage time better. So I could
Mhm.
manage time better, but it's hard to
Mhm.
be on time or finishing things on time.
Mhm.
And when it's a true timer, when they talk, they will talk like past in the back, future in
Mhm.
the top. It's in
Mhm.
the side. You will see in the hand gestures.
I'm like through timer.
Yeah, yeah. So you are very aware of your time. And the other thing is, you will be on time. You will be stressed out about you going there on time, doing things
Yeah.
on time. Yeah, that adds stress. Yeah, so so you don't. That's their personality. It's not about their intentionally delaying things.
Mhm. Yeah.
So, so what do you see when you look at all these three things? What do you see first?
Um, I see first two looks similar, and the second one, third one looks a different shape.
Okay. How about this one?
These three looks different colors, different shapes, different sizes. Yeah.
Okay. So in this one, there are two different concepts. So you might think like somebody might be whatever you say, they find fault or
Mm.
find mistake,
Mhm.
right? It's like they say opposite of whatever you say. There are
Mhm.
two different kind of people, matcher and mismatcher.
Mhm.
Matcher is like they will try to match whatever you say. Yes,
Mhm.
that's right. That's right.
Mhm.
Mismatcher is always trying to find some fault
Mhm.
or flaws in whatever you're presenting.
Mhm.
So I'm kind of mismatcher. It's like it's easy to find fault for me, but it's let's say like wife, you are a matcher. Your wife is a mismatcher.
Mhm.
They're gonna always find a fault. When you
Mhm.
wanna make your wife or client
Mhm.
make the decision better, it's like say opposite of whatever
Mhm.
you want to want them to do.
Okay.
That's a sales strategy you could use.
Okay.
Know a person who is a sales guy who uses NLP.
Mhm.
He was like managing 200 people. He was
Mhm.
learned NLP in his very young age. He
Mhm.
was like the best.
Mhm.
Yeah. And generally, women hate nice guys.
That
They,
I hear a lot.
yeah, they don't like nice guys. They want to be like really bold men.
Mhm.
This thing. And there's another another concept is like attachment styles.
Mhm.
Uh, there are four different attachment style. One is like anxious. They are like very anxious. They when you say like I'm leaving, they will try to come and attach to you. They are
Mhm.
always having the fear of like somebody might leave
Mhm.
other person. So other thing is like the first thing is like secure. Let's go to secure. They are like they are happy with themselves. If you are there, it's good. If you are not there, that's fine. It's like they
Mhm.
don't care. They don't need the other person. They are very secure. They had really happy childhood.
Mhm.
So the parents were taking care of them, so they felt secure.
Mhm.
When they were anxious, like child, sometimes their parents um, didn't give them attention. It's like
Mhm.
they like, okay, they are going to leave me or something.
Mhm.
Yeah. There's one more, it's like avoidant. they are kind of independent, self-sufficient. They don't need the other person at all.
Mhm.
It's like it's hard for them to emotionally attach to the other person.
Mhm.
The other category is like fearful avoidant. It's like a mix of anxious and avoidant.
Mhm.
Sometimes they want love, sometimes it's like I don't want that person. It's like I don't want anybody in my life.
Mhm.
So what uh triggers? It's the same thing. I already explained most of these things.
Mhm.
Yeah, what's the origin story? How it might have started? It's like for anxious attachment style, it's like parents inconsistent caring from their parents.
Mhm.
Avoidant, it's like their parents didn't care
Mhm.
them at all when they needed. And
Mhm.
it's like disorganized. It could be like extreme
Mhm.
traumatic. Mine is like disorganized attachment.
Mhm.
Yeah. So it's hard. Sometimes I feel like I want a girl. It's like I love her. But
Mhm.
sometimes like, oh, okay, I don't want anybody. Let me just enjoy my life.
Mhm. Mhm.
Yeah. And the other thing, sometimes other people, my mom usually keeps talking about her past. Like they did that to me. It's like she's
Mhm.
always angry about people. They never talk to
Mhm.
people once somebody
Mhm.
says something to her.
Mhm.
I recently found what's going on.
Mhm.
There are multiple reasons. One is like she's mostly audio. The second thing is women's brain process the words with emotion. Men's
Mhm.
brain, it's like words are words. They
Mhm.
think words with emotion, they feel hurt. It's
Mhm.
hard for them to get over that.
Mhm.
Be careful when you talk to women.
Mhm.
If they are getting triggered by some words, try to get rid of that from your dictionary.
Okay. Okay. So those words, avoid those words.
Yeah, avoid those words.
Mhm.
So there are three different kind of personality. One,
Mhm.
they mostly live in the past. They talk
Mhm.
about the past incident.
Mhm.
Some people they live in the present. It's like what's going on. That's it. They don't talk about their past or future.
Mhm.
Some people just it's like okay, I'm going to do that, do this. They don't live in the present or they don't care about the past. So there are three different functionalities.
Mhm.
Sometimes your wife might be talking about like, okay, it's like that happened, this happened. It's like you did this.
Mhm. Yeah.
So that's their personality. They mostly live in the past. Or somebody might push you to like, okay, we need to do this like so much
Mhm.
into the future. If you are a present or past person, it might be too much for it. Like let it come later. Let's let's
Mhm.
do it when it comes our way.
Mhm.
Yeah. The other personality is like the person might be talking about themselves all the time or about the other person.
Mhm.
So when they are in crowd, they don't talk about themselves. They focus on the other person.
Mhm.
The advantage and there are advantages and disadvantages with it. So they might keep blaming you when they talk about the other person. When they are talking about the other person, they might keep blaming you.
Mhm.
They talk about themselves, they might talk like, okay, it's like I did this, I'm so tired, whatever. They
Mhm.
talk about all their frustrations.
Mhm.
Either way, you are stuck.
Mhm.
The one way you could handle is like you talk if they are talking about themselves, you talk about them. You keep themselves as the focus
Mhm.
point. When they talk about others, bring other people into the picture.
Mhm.
So it kind of spreads out,
Mhm.
not just you in the frame.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like somebody far away.
Yeah, yeah,
Mhm.
yes, yeah. So this is the one thing. And there are some formulas which you could help, which might be helpful for your life,
Mhm.
the happy life. First one is like past, your past does not equal to future.
Mhm.
Some people, it's like I lost my business. It's like it's been always that way. We are married for 20 years, whatever.
Mhm.
Doesn't mean that your future should be that way. You can
Mhm.
always change.
Yeah.
It's moments of this, you just need to decide, I'm not going to live this way.
Mhm.
And the other thing is like make progress. It's like it's not going to become a happy marriage in a single day. It's going to
Mhm.
take some time. So make some progress every day. You are trying to do something, experiment, or build a
Mhm.
marriage. And the other thing is, there's dissatisfaction comes when your life right now doesn't match with how you want your life to be. You might want to become a millionaire, or
Mhm.
you might want to live a happy life with your wife, but that's not the case right now. So you always be unhappy because it's not matching with your lifestyle right now.
Mhm. Mhm.
Either put effort to match it with your expectation or dream,
Mhm.
or else lower the dream line so you are happy, little more happy in the present.
Mhm.
Accept the reality, but you can always make progress towards your dream.
Mhm.
Yeah. And generally rejection. Generally rejection, it's like a client or somebody, feel that rejection as a gift. You
Mhm.
can learn something
Yeah.
from that, so you can avoid the mistake in the future. If
Mhm.
that learning, you can get more. Generally, consistent emotion. What do you feel? If you are sad, that's going to be part of your life. That's going to define your life.
Mhm.
If you are happy, you're going to be happy. What do you feel consistently in your day-to-day life?
Mhm.
Yeah. That really matters. That shapes your life. These are few
Mhm.
formulas state. And the other thing is like your wife might be asking like, okay, do this first, cut this, and then this. Sometimes you might be trying like, I know, or let me do it my way,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
This is because there are two different kind of people, procedure versus choice.
Mhm.
Some person is like they need all the steps
Mhm.
they need to achieve that goal, or it's like, give me what you want me to do, and then I will do it.
Mhm.
Give me the choice.
Yeah.
It's the if husband and wife are mismatching, it's
Mhm.
gonna create a lot of problem. Like, why she's instructing me like a kid,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
That's the frustration. So if you know this,
Mhm.
you don't get frustrated. This is with the way they are.
Mhm.
If you can map out the other person.
Mhm.
That's why I said like, understand your wife. It's not like I understand women. That's it's like mapping your personality, understanding your wife. So
Mhm.
you know this is her personality. It's not just like she's not frustrated with you, or she's doing that deliberately. This
Mhm.
is human psychology.
Mhm.
Yeah. So let me play this video. Uh, Tony Robbins talks about the masculine and feminine energy.
Mhm.
So in a relationship, when man stresses out, he becomes a feminine energy. It's like he gets into feminine. And
Mhm.
when women stresses out, she gets into masculine. That's why you feel like she's very strong when she's angry.
Mhm.
Other times she's like normal girl, but
Mhm.
when men become soft when when they are too stressful, when they fight and all. So let's watch this.
What makes a relationship work is things in common. What makes it passionate is that things are very different. Now, if they're different values, you're going to just eventually hate each other. But if they're different energies, masculine and feminine energies, regardless of whether it's men and women, right? Could be two women, two men, man, woman. As long as whatever the relationship is, there's a more masculine one and more feminine one, there's going to be sparks. That's where the electricity comes from. But what a lot of people do is they have a lot in common. And so they have love, but they don't have the passion because they're both being masculine or they're both being feminine, or they've worn themselves out. And most people, when they're tired or when they're stressed, put on the mask of the opposite energy. Most women under stress, ladies, you tell me, become more masculine or more feminine? Which one? Under stress. That's right. And the minute you get more masculine, which is like a protection source, there is zero possibility of electricity between the two of you. And if you have a masculine male, now it's war, and then you're going to feel hurt.
Yeah.
This is kind of advanced.
Yeah. Yeah, a little bit. It, yes, women become more masculine when they are angry,
Mhm.
and the men become like if they have really masculine men
Mhm.
beyond their masculinity level, he's going to be aggressive. Both are going to be aggressive. They might feel hurt. It's like they're going to hurt each other
Yeah.
consciously or unconsciously.
Mhm.
Uh, yeah, generally men becomes feminine when
Mhm.
they're stressed out. Yeah, women become more masculine. Let's do this. Okay. Yeah. So with whatever we learned, we can try to map out the personality and what made you attract yourself to your wife, or your wife attracted to you.
Mm.
You can remember a moment when you met, it's like when you met your wife, or when she met you. It's like that's other way you can plan later.
Mm.
When did you feel like so much love, you fell in love with her? Remember the moment when you
Mhm.
were so attracted to her.
Mhm.
You can model, it's like understand. You can try to replicate the same moment
Mhm.
in the same way. Let's
Mhm.
say like I saw a girl, my ex-girlfriend, it's like she was standing there, and then I
Mhm.
was like she's so beautiful. It's like I was telling it to myself.
Mhm.
Wow, and then I was hearing her, and then looking at the extra, it was raining outside.
Mhm.
So it was like so different. So
Mhm.
I could map out like, okay, when a girl is standing outside,
Mhm.
it's a very external. I'm seeing her, and then internally I'm saying the dialogue, audio, visual,
Mhm.
first visual,
Mhm.
visual external, audio internal. It's
Mhm.
my dialogue, and then uh, when I looked at the surround, it's like I heard her. It's audio external, and
Mhm.
then it was raining outside, visual external.
Mhm.
When you replicate the same moment, if you see your wife there, and then you say the same dialogue,
Mhm.
and then if you look at it's like when you hear her voice, and then if you look at your surroundings, you might feel the same way.
Mhm.
That's the attraction strategy you
Okay.
used when you fall fall for her, or when
Mhm.
you love her so much that moment.
Mhm.
It's like replicating.
Got it.
And it's about masculine and feminine energy. So when
Mhm.
I was attending some Tony Robbins seminar, there were a line for uh, restroom.
Mhm.
There are long line in the male restroom than women restroom. I was thinking
Mhm.
like, what's going on? Generally, there are less males, like urinals are there, but women, this they need to use. There are small rooms, couple of rooms only. They need to wait. Once I
Mhm.
went in there, like there are a lot men leave gap between men.
Mhm.
It's their territory. The real alpha male, or it's like when they are in masculinity,
Mhm.
leave space. They don't
Mhm.
get closer. When they are feminine, they get closer. So women is like this.
Oh, okay. They're closer.
They get closer, touchy, they talk,
Mhm.
and they don't talk, or it's like just it's my territory, they leave space.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's the way. There are a lot of things. Men stand differently when I will explain that a little later. Men
Mhm.
stand differently. You can see this guy, they spread their legs. That's when you get into masculine energy.
Mhm.
Women, if you are cross leg, you are in your feminine energy. You are
Mhm.
not getting into your masculine.
Mhm.
So men occupy a little more space, spread themselves. It's like a big body. They project themselves as like big. Women,
Mhm.
they shrink
Mhm.
themselves. Yeah, that's there are a lot more body language. Like
Mhm.
might be too much. I think there's a few more topics. Let's
Mhm.
try to wrap it up quickly.
Mhm.
So this is like rapport building.
Mhm.
It can be useful for business as well as relationship.
Mhm.
You match their posture with
Mhm.
the client or wife, you will
Mhm.
feel the same way. They will feel more connected.
Mhm.
Especially it's like their body language. If they are uh, tying their hand this way or just doing something, if you
Mhm.
do this, they will feel more connected unconsciously.
Mhm.
And try to match their tone. If they're
Mhm.
talking slow, talk slow, talk. If they're talking loud, talk loud. If you match their face, they will feel more connected. And
Mhm.
that will create more trust subconsciously. It's
Mhm.
not conscious, but subconsciously, our brain is wired that way. If you breathe like the other person, you literally feel how the other person is feeling.
Mhm.
It's like when you're fighting or something, you can literally try to match with your wife's breathing
Mhm.
and see if you breathe with the same face, you will literally feel. If you match her body language kind of, and
Mhm.
you literally feel the same way.
Mhm.
What she's going through, what she feels in her body.
Mhm.
Yeah. as I said before, men spread their legs a little bit, like
Mhm.
bigger, project bigger.
Mhm.
Female, they try to like shape differently, or at least if you put one leg behind one leg behind or forward, you
Mhm.
eventually get into feminine energy. It's
Okay.
irrespective of whether it's a male or female. If you
Mhm.
want to be more confident, stand straight, kind of V shape.
Mhm.
That gives you more confidence and testosterone, lot more things. Confidence, masculine or in masculine energy.
Like T shape, you said a T?
Yeah, V. Yeah, the leg matters. It's like T. You would see like
Uh-huh.
yeah, spread your legs like V.
Oh, okay.
Stand centered and
Mhm.
grounded.
Okay.
Yeah,
Mhm.
straight. Yeah.
Mhm.
If you like both legs should be on the same line. If you
Mhm.
draw a straight line at the bottom of your
Mhm.
feet, both should be on the same line. If you have one leg in the front, one leg in the back, you are eventually getting into feminine energy.
Okay.
Yeah. This like yeah, masculine versus feminine. Masculine, they try to occupy more territory or they need to project like I'm big.
Mhm.
Feminine, they try to shrink.
Mhm.
Like some guys might that shows your confidence at times. People
Mhm.
might think like it's like you are shy or whatever.
Mhm.
These are the things like you're somehow subconsciously you're getting into feminine energy.
Mhm.
You might have like keep happy moments closer and negative moments farther.
Mhm.
I was talking to one of my friend yesterday when I
Mhm.
was discussing about this. He was saying like, when I close my eyes, remember all the negative moments with my wife. That's
Mhm.
what he was saying.
Mhm.
So what's going on? It's like, okay, let me help you.
Mhm.
You can close your eyes and visualize a happy moment.
Mhm.
Visualize a happy moment with your wife or anybody. It's like, yeah, you can think of your wife. So how far from your eyes do you see? Is it farther? Is it colorful? Is it moving or just a still picture?
Daisy US.
Sorry. Okay. How far is it like? Bring it closer. Bring it
Mhm.
closer. Bring it closer. When you bring it closer, you will feel far better. You will feel more emotion, positive emotion when
Mhm.
you bring it closer to your eyes. At the same way, you can increase the brightness. Let's say like it's on TV or something, you are increasing the brightness using remote
Mhm.
or a knob.
Yeah.
When you increase your brightness, you will literally feel like little more colorful and you will feel more of that moment.
Mhm.
The same way, if you think of a negative moment, you can push it further
Mhm.
or you can move it behind.
Mhm.
If you move that picture behind, you will feel better. You can check, yeah, you can, if you think of a negative moment, literally use your hand to move the same picture behind, you will feel far more light and you might not feel the same as before when you think of the moment again.
Mhm.
That's like some people say like put your problems behind. That's what it really means, I believe.
Mhm. Mhm.
Yeah. So it's like NLP is so powerful.
Mhm.
Uh, Generally, what kind of men, women like? They're a different age group. Their
Mhm.
attitude changes. Under 21, they like the bad boys.
Mhm.
Yeah, they want to really enjoy and have fun.
Mhm.
21 to 24, they want that. It's like kind of flirtatious and a little bit arrogant, not like really bad boys.
Mhm.
And after some point, they want to hang out with like playboys. After that, sexy, ambitious men. They
Mhm.
haven't achieved material success, but they are very ambitious.
Mhm.
32, after 32, they want very well established, settled alpha male, very confident. That's why you might see the rich people get really young wives.
Mhm. So what is alpha male means?
Alpha male is like, he's the one who stands out, he's the leader.
Okay.
Walks into the group, everybody respects him. Either he's successful financially, materialistically, and
Okay.
physically.
Or some celebrity kind of.
Yeah, celebrity kind of thing.
Mhm.
Yeah. not all celebrities are alpha. Even though they pretend like alpha, but they're not. Like Salman Khan. Let's say
Mm.
Salman Khan is like kind of alpha. All women, most of the women like him. He's
Mm.
materialistic, successful. He's like really well built, fit,
Mm. Mm.
can talk, communicate.
Mm.
There are few people I don't know about. Amir Khan. Amir Khan is a celebrity, but I think he might be mostly little bit feminine energy. He's not like alpha like Salman Khan or somebody.
Mm.
Abhishek Bachchan and other people, yes, right? So
Okay.
you can see the difference, right? They are also celebrity, they are also hero, but you
Mm.
see different people.
Difference. Mhm.
Let's say like you are gifting a diamond ring to your wife. How do you think she's gonna feel?
Mm.
Is it the same way as like you're gifting her some small thing, or do you think like I spent like lakhs of money, so she should be feeling so happy? But the reality is that it's one oxytocin. Oxytocin is an hormone that gets generated whenever you receive something,
Mhm.
a connection. It's the
Mm.
same thing. You might be giving her $1 something. It's the
Mm.
same way. In her brain, same $1.
Mhm.
So
Okay.
we do more small things for them.
Okay.
You do small things every day.
Mm.
That gives them the oxytocin. Then just wait for birthday and give her this ring. That's
Mhm.
not going to save your marriage.
Okay.
Doing small things and daily intimacy.
Mm.
Try to do, try to have some intimate moments every day. That's
Mhm.
what the relationship keeps going.
Mhm.
Most of the marriage end because of the intimacy.
Mm.
After some point, one or the other person loses interest and then they don't really get back on track.
Mm.
So love is still there, but still, because
Mm.
of lack of intimacy, sometimes it's hard for them to rebuild that relationship. They
Mm.
kind of get divorced.
Mm.
Yeah, women generally kind of do multiple things, think multiple things. They are aware of what's going on in their environment, do everything. But men, only one thing.
Mm.
One thing at a time, single threaded. In
Mm.
computer language, like single threaded, women is like multi-threaded. So
Mm.
they observe everything. Men is like only one thing.
Mm.
That's what women think like it's like I'm thinking too much.
Mm.
Sometimes women think like, what are you thinking? Men don't really think anything.
Mm.
Sometimes when men sits down, his brain stops working. That's the reality.
Mm.
Most of the time when he's relaxing, his brain stops working. He's not even thinking anything. That's the truth, but women don't believe that.
Mm.
And generally, women, it's a reason. They should have a reasons like is having sexy body or money,
Mm.
or I could communicate with me better,
Mm.
better sex, whatever. They should have a reason for having sex. Men just need a place. As long as there's a girl,
Mm.
like they're like having sex. That's
Mhm.
there are women don't like the people pleaser men.
Mm.
I will do anything for you. I will love you forever. It's like I will do anything. I will change anything for you. Women don't like it. You should have your individuality and stand up for yourself, even though you need to listen them, understand their feelings.
Mm.
But when they are blaming you for something which you haven't done, you should stand up for yourself. That's when they start respecting you.
Mhm.
Over the time, if you are not standing up for yourself, they don't think of you as a man, and then they will keep disrespecting.
Mm.
Yeah. Men don't like the narcissistic women, controlling.
Mm.
Yeah. So there are three things makes women shut down.
Mm.
And three use unseen. You should see them when they
Mm.
are wearing some new dress or when they expect something from you. They
Mm.
want to hear something from you. Explicitly, they know, but we men try to play around. It's like
Mm.
you notice, but you don't want to say.
Mm. Mm.
When they are dressing good, or it's like when they have done good job, you should appreciate them. Women grow by price, men grow
Mm.
by challenge.
Mm.
So you should appreciate them when you see something.
Mm.
You should notice them in your day-to-day life and appreciate whatever they do. And the second thing is like if they feel unsafe, they're gonna
Mm.
shut down.
Mm.
They're not gonna open up to you.
Mm.
And the third thing is like not understood. If you're not, they feel like you are not understanding their feelings,
Mm.
their emotions, they are going to shut down and not open up. It's the same thing for men. There are three things. When a woman does these things, when a woman criticizes men,
Mm.
he can't handle.
Mm.
And the second thing is like control. When
Mm.
women try to control men, it's hard for men to do anything. It's like
Mhm.
shut down, stressed out.
Mm.
And the third thing is like when the woman is closed off, she's not at all sharing anything with the man.
Mm.
Man is like, oh, what's going on here? Like,
Mm.
yeah, men get stressful and set some boundaries with the people,
Mm.
your wife, set some boundaries like that doesn't harm your mental health.
Mm.
Care, prioritize self-care. Start saying no when
Mm.
you keep repeating the same thing
Mm.
to prioritize yourself. And it's like hang out with positive people,
Mm.
be more positive, yeah, in life.
Okay.
This is like, okay, I think we can wrap it up quickly. I think the last one I will end with this.
Mhm.
We don't forgive people most of the times
Mm.
uh, because we always think like, okay, what if I have done that, this could have been this way. We have put
Mm.
a lot of if conditions and we try to change the past, which
Mm.
is not the truth. We can't change the past, but you need to accept the reality. This is how it was. We can't change that. What
Mhm.
can I do about it from this moment onwards?
Mm.
This is the quote that changed some of the perspective on forgiveness when I went through my divorce.
Mm.
Let's play this one.
Forgiveness is giving up the hope that the past could be any different. You think forgiving means accepting what has happened to you. Well, it is accepting that it has happened to you, not accepting that it was okay for it to happen. It is accepting that it has happened, and now what do I do about it?
Mm.
Yeah, just focus on what can I do from this moment onwards. Stop
Mm.
dwelling on your past.
Mm.
That's that's one of the things. And I think I don't want to waste time on explaining these things. These are my notes. Okay.
Mhm. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. So actually, I was planning to pitch it this as a course for 10 days
Mhm.
with people.
Mhm.
It's going to be a 10-day course. I created some ebooks for debunking marriage, and there are few things men use. Men hide behind like they hide behind their success or money or
Mhm.
sexy body, and
Mm.
they don't grow
Mm.
themselves. So I created another ebook for it.
Mhm.
So I was planning to create it as a 10-day course to
Mhm.
map out your personality and your wife's personality and
Mm.
understand why it's not working, why there are conflict.
Mm.
That's what I'm planning. It's
Mm.
going to be in the course. I will test it out for more. And
Mm.
yeah, so initially I was planning to give it as a 25% offer for people.
Mm.
Whoever joins this batch, this is the first batch. So I will do it live with them before I
Mm.
record and pre-record and post it.
Mm.
Yeah, this was the actual plan. Actually, thank you so much, Srini, for joining and spreading the message. Yeah, thank you so much for your support.
Yeah, well, see, I want what my goal was. Instead
Yeah.
of people spend hundreds of thousands of dollars going through divorce and other issues,
Yeah.
it's better they learn from these things because in our culture we don't have this. We don't come across this content and we don't follow all this.
Yeah.
So we all studied, but we are not studied in these areas.
That's the one thing I think in the all parts of the world, nobody teaches relationship.
Mm.
They went through the same struggle you have gone through, your parents.
Mm.
They don't want to say or they feel
Mm.
ashamed of teaching those learnings. They might think like what if our kids judge? I don't know. Why is that?
Mm.
Nobody, everybody teaches us to make money, do this, do this. You will go to this college, make money,
Mm.
but nothing about the relationship. There's no knowledge.
Mm.
So we have been living for so many years.
Mm.
That's the one thing. Especially Indian community must know. There's a lot
Mm.
of toxic marriages.
Mm.
I don't know. I someday I want to help and have them live a happy, conscious marriage.
Mm.
And I want to help single people too
Yeah.
to have a conscious marriage, so
Mm.
they know what they are getting into. If they know these things before marriage,
Mm.
personality will be suitable for me. What are my non-negotiables?
Yeah. Yeah, it's like when people are looking for a home, they'll say, "Oh, I need these mandatory."
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
same way, I think it's better for them to know what their future partner should look like.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
very
That's,
nice.
yeah.
Thank you, Krishna.
Yes.
I
Yes.
will keep sharing and I'll promote with all the people I know.
Yeah. Sure. Sure. Do you have any feedback or what are the few takeaways from this today's lesson for you? What are some of
Main things are I did not know like this. So see, for me, I thought if they have access to money, why other person need to gift? Can't they go and buy
yeah.
instead of somebody give? So I did not know these small gifts and a lot of things. Those 5 things you mentioned,
Yeah.
5, I think 6, right?
Yeah.
I did not know all those because I don't read any of these. So
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
so first time, a lot of things new for me. I think if I have the slides, it would be easier
Yeah.
for me to remember.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. That's good. Do you have any feedback for me? What I could improve? What I have done good and what can I improve? So at least I can keep the
Uh,
good
mhm.
and change some of the.
Feedback wise, I think the content was presented nicely with
Yeah.
slides and also some in between audio video.
Yeah. Okay.
Maybe more pictures might be helpful instead of the
Okay.
writings.
Okay. That's good. Yeah. I think you are a visual person. Maybe. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, like
Audio, but okay. That's good.
people can like
Yeah.
reading. Not everybody can read quickly,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
some people have a language problem. So actually, for me, the kinesthetic, I don't know the meaning of it.
Okay. Kinesthetic is like mostly feeling. They
Uh,
feel. They don't even they don't know how to express it at all.
mm,
Either they feel it in their body
mm,
as emotion or touch.
mm,
That's the way they express their things.
mm,
Some people, when you are happy or sad, they don't say anything. They come and
mm,
touch you, right?
mhm. Yeah,
People might be just kinesthetic. They don't know how to express that all.
yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, I will try to add some wordings there. That's good.
Mm.
Okay. Yep. Kinesthetic. Okay. Good, good, good. Okay.
And this is the first time I never attended this type. So yeah.
Yeah, it's a huge thing. It's a big world. Self-development is the next thing.
Mm,
Everybody, nobody wants to go to college in the near future. They want to
mm,
learn from other people experience.
mm,
So they can get the results quickly. Let's say like
yeah.
you went and worked, you might have worked with somebody for this realtor, right?
Mm.
Real estate license instead of going to college or studying about
I
that.
did not go anywhere. I just everything talking to people.
Yeah,
Mostly fellow agents and also
yeah.
other online sources. I don't have any mentor or anything, but I learned a lot in 5 years.
Yes. So the future, what you can do is like you can create a course for
Mm,
new people who are trying to get into this market. There are a lot
mhm,
of real estate coaches. You can
mm,
explore the market.
mhm,
They will help you sell the client their first house.
mhm,
It's a guarantee they give. Finish this
mhm,
course. It's like all these skills. If you do these 10 steps, you will eventually reach the goal to sell the house to a client.
mhm,
So you can search, like they charge a lot more
mhm.
for this
Yeah,
kind of stuff. You can do a lot more people are doing that.
yeah. Yeah, there is one
And
guy, you know.
yeah, that's the other way to get passive income. You create a course, launch it, launch some Facebook ad,
Mm,
it keeps selling.
mm,
They will come back and ask you for more courses. Like, okay, I got my first sales. How do I
Mhm.
scale it to 100 houses?
Mhm.
They will come. You might have used some technique, right? You might have done a lot of trial and error.
Mhm.
Just give them the successful methods which worked for you.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Explore this. This is like personal development space is growing really fast.
Mm.
Yeah.
So you read a lot.
I read and listen. Mostly I
Mm.
listen to audiobooks. Reading is not my type.
Mm.
I'm
Mm.
mostly visual and audio person.
Okay.
So reading is a little bit tricky for me. There's one fourth one is like digital.
Mm.
That might be helpful for yourself. Some people
Mm.
might ask a lot of questions from you when it
Mm.
comes to real estate sales.
Mhm.
These numbers, uh, whatever, interest rate, they ask
Yeah.
too many questions, right? They are
Mm.
digital.
Mm.
For that kind of client, you need to show them the
Mhm.
data.
Mm.
Else they won't believe. Even
Yeah.
whatever you say,
Mm.
visually, it don't work. Like they need multiple data points.
Mm.
That's a fourth personality. That's a tricky people for you to sell.
Mm. Mm. Yeah, I have some people.
Yeah.
They take longer time to make a decision.
Yes. So
Mm.
for them, you need to give them as much as information. Once you find that pattern, give as
Mm.
much as information possible quickly
Mm.
so they can make the decision, speed up the process.
Yeah, my one of the most I think the main reason is quicker, faster. Some people it's too much. So
Yeah. So that's why you need to map out. So once you learn this neuro linguistic programming, there are a lot of videos on YouTube.
Mhm.
Watch like neuro linguistic programming
Mhm.
videos.
Okay.
So you will see like they will teach a lot of these techniques.
Mhm.
So that might be helpful for real estate. You can search there. Somebody might have created a video for
Sure.
real
Yeah.
estate also.
Mhm.
Yeah, search that and then you can map out people like, okay, this personality is this way. If
Mhm.
if you can map out your client, it's going to take some time. I'm also still working on it. I can't, if I have 5 minutes conversation, I can't really
Mm.
map out all their
Personal type. Mm.
personality.
Mhm.
It requires a lot of conscious effort to listen and understand.
Mhm.
So when you're not at all involved in the conversation, if you are a listener, then try to focus on like map out these personalities, what
Mm.
kind of person it is. When you're consciously need to involve in the conversation, it's hard.
Mm. Yeah.
Yeah. To keep practicing, you will get it. This is one of the techniques which is going to change the sales strategy
Mm.
generally.
Okay.
Sure, Srini. Thank you so much. Sorry for holding you for too
No,
long.
no. I'm fully focused. Normally, my attention span is very less, but I'm able to This is very engaging session for sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I try to brain as much. It's like try to fry the brain as much as possible. So you get
Mm.
different perspective on life and
Yeah,
relationship.
definitely. Thank you,
Sure,
Krishna.
Srini.
Good
I will
night.
share you the slide. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you, Krishna. Good night.
Good
Bye. Bye.
night. Good night.
Bye.
Thank you.